In a society that hides state violence behind a cheerful corporate smile, abducting a family is politely rebranded as processing. It's a bureaucracy speaking the language of efficiency, treating human beings as inventory while transforming deportation into extraction and imprisonment into fulfillment. The slogans are absurd, but the consequences are permanent. A lethal machine running quietly under the guise of customer service, until that machine collides with a perfectly ordinary life. Jake Catt runs a restaurant in Southern California, a quiet existence shattered when a government database decides his wife Yuri's maiden name makes her a liability. In a flash of rhythmic procedure, the enforcement system descends, stripping away Yuri and their young daughter Cora. Left standing in the wreckage, Jake realizes his family has been classified, separated, and fed directly into the extraction engine. He sets out into a fractured landscape, crossing borders, deserts, freight trains, and cartel territory where the law has completely dissolved. He begins this journey driven by a single, desperate imperative: rescue his own blood. But Jake harbors a fatal instinct, a complete inability to look at the discarded people stranded along the road and view them as expendable. Again and again, he stops to help the fugitives, the migrants, and the prisoners caught in the gears of the system. It is a dangerous, unsanctioned redefinition of family, looking at an endangered stranger and deciding they are one of his own. Every time he slows down to pull someone else to safety, the clock winds down on Yuri and Cora. Arriving too late means losing his wife and daughter forever. Walking away means sacrificing whatever remains of his own humanity. This impossible tension drives Extracted, a near-future political thriller, exploring a world that has turned belonging into a heavily guarded privilege. But this story is still a work in progress, taking shape around the quiet rebellion of ordinary people, extending that belonging to each other without permission. Jake now stands at the edge of his final act, and so does the writer. Step into the creative process and follow the manuscript as the final, unwritten pages unfold.